Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are looking at a problem that has us doing some dilations. Right, move the camera, there we go. So we're dilating our triangle that we have here. So I'm going to actually tell you we're getting this problem from CPM course 3, and this is actually the closure section. Okay, it's the closure section. So chapter 6, closure. So it says, and this is 616, 6116. So Samantha is dilating a triangle ABC at the right. So here's my triangle ABC. She multiplied each x coordinate and y coordinate of the triangle ABC by -2. So it wants us to graph Samantha's new triangle. So I've got a graph here that I'm going to graph on, and then describe how the triangle changed. So the first thing I actually want to do is get the original coordinates. Before I multiply them by -2, I'm going to get the original coordinate. So A is where? A, if we look at where it's at, that looks like it's at -3, 2. And B, if I look to where B is at where x is -2 and y is -2. So that's -2, comma -2. C is where x is 1 and y is 2. So that would be at 1, 2. So if I'm going to multiply each coordinate by -2, what is that expression? That looks like this. That would be -2x, comma -2y. I'm going to take each coordinate and multiply by -2. -2 times x, -2 times y. So that's the expression that shows this transformation. So my a prime, right? We always signify our a transformation of something by using primes in this case. So a prime, multiply that by -2. -2 times -3 is +6. -2 times the 2 is -4. So that's my new A, right? B prime, my new B, would be multiplying each of them by -2. So -2 times -2 is +4. So they both are being +4, +4. And then C prime, multiplied by -2. -2 times 1 is -2. -2 times 2 is -4. So there's my new A prime, B prime, C prime. So let's see where that is on the graph. So 6, 1, 2, 3. This is my x. Remember, always your x and your y. This is my y-axis, my x-axis. So +6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the x, -4 on the y. So right there is A prime. Okay. And then B prime is at +4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at +4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 4 is B prime. Okay. And C prime is at -2 on the x and -4 on the y. So there's my C prime. So I'm going to connect my dots so we can see what our shape looks like. All right. So we could see here was the original triangle and here's the new triangle. So a couple things occurred, right? What occurred is the shape increased in size, didn't it? So we could actually say that each side doubled in length. That's one thing that occurred, right? Each side doubled in length. That was one thing, right? Because here was a side length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that A to C is 5. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm sorry, not 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That A to C was 4. A prime to C prime is 8. So that length is 4. This length is 8. It doubled, right? So each side doubled. What else happened? If you think about this, if you look at it, this figure has been flipped over or rotated around the x-axis. So it rotated around the x-axis, but then as well, if you notice, if I were to rotate that, it also rotated around the y-axis. So not only did, because there's C is on this side of the y-axis, but now C is on the other side of the y-axis. So it rotated around the x and the y. So the second thing occurred was a rotation, RO, rotation around X and Y axes. All righty, there you go, folks.